Yo, gather around real quick. We need to have a talk. Everyone can listen, air their thoughts at the end, but I'm specifically talking to Drake fans. Well, a couple of y'all. Because I've seen some worrisome comments, to say the least. And also, I never implied this at all. I love that song. I like a lot of Drake songs. Listen, Drake is not your savior. Now, before you get to the comments offended, just listen for a second. Some of y'all might say, well, Kendrick isn't yours either. I know. I agree. As a matter of fact, let's go over a couple of things that I probably agree with you about. I agree that many people were on Kendrick's side before this even really started because they already despised Drake. That's true. Is it the majority of people? That's debatable. I don't think so. I agree that many of Kendrick's fans will dissect his lyrics for days and not give anyone else's lyrics the same grace. I'm guilty of that myself, which I did concede to a couple of times in the comments. I also liked Push-Ups and Family Matters as songs. Thank y'all for watching. By now, you should know. Because I don't see things so black and white. Drake doesn't have to be god-awful for Kendrick to win. I just simply think Kendrick did better. Contrary to popular belief, I do not hate Drake. Now, with that said, we need to figure out what made y'all go so damn hard for this man in the comments.
And I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
I even have a couple of comments here, and we will go through them, but we're gonna do that later on in the video. Right now, let's talk about a couple of internet personalities that went super hard for Drake. One to an embarrassing degree. Let's talk about Maul, Ish, and Ak. I'm sure most of y'all know them, but I'll explain as we go. First off, Ish, who's one of the current co-hosts for the Joe Budden podcast, at least for now. We're starting off with him because he's the most defensible, in my opinion. But look at this man's face when they're listening to like that. It's not even the fact that he doesn't like the song. That's fine. But why is it so important to show no emotional at all, bro? You're trying hard not to enjoy it. This is how some of y'all were on both sides.
Stand on it. What? You're my man. You don't like the record. I respect that.
Yeah. You don't like this record?
Wow.
Yo. Oh. This can't get no dollars out you?
Oh, shit.
Wow. My fault, man. You ain't never been in LA, though. You don't like the beat? Nah.
The other artists could never make a song where you would admit, hey, this is kind of catchy. That was a good bar. I like this beat. Nothing at all. At least Ak started to admit that Kendrick had some dubs eventually. While we're here though, Akademiks, the official Kendrick versus Drake referee, who was clearly bought and paid for by Drake. Anytime Drake was about to drop a diss, he would text him. How could you not be biased? He's literally on Push-Ups.
What top 5 you smoking on, Kendrick?
Wait, wait, no fucking way I'm on the song.
And was Kiki and Haha in every single diss in all of those records. But let's see a clip before and after Disaster Strikes.
Which one of my so-called niggas, which one of my so-called niggas, which one of my so-called niggas need a share for the clip? Always knew I had to smoke y'all niggas.
Nah, that's my goat. Whoa, is this another song? Oh my God, it's going down.
If you ain't.
Oh my God, it's going down. I don't know how to feel. About to have a heart attack on stream. No way.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man. Your dad is not responsible.
Man, what the is going on right now, bro?
To be fair to him, this was a crazy sequence of events. But where'd that smile go, man? The last offender is Maul, the most egregious offender.
All that. Drake is smashing this nigga, man. He's punishing this nigga. He's out rapping this nigga. It's not even close. The music is way better. The visual is way better. I fed you fake shit and you ran with it. You thought I had an 11-year-old daughter. You're a clown. You digging for dirt. You should be digging for proof. He gave you everything.
I was just trying to get to this.
He gave you the
long-winded. Just waiting for you to get to this.
Because I'm sitting here talking, just talking. Let's just talk about the bars, the music. Let's get to that. Who's putting out the better music? I don't care who's putting out more music. Who's putting out the better music?
Okay, you could say Not Like Us is the best song that came out this shit. So who has the best music?
You can say all of this shit is the best song, but we know at the end of the day,
Maul is an ex-co-host of the previously mentioned Joe Budden podcast. I'm gonna show this clip and y'all just let me know what you think.
that's exactly what he did on the Hard Part 6. He rapped about this nigga is taking his fake information. I told y'all this on Family Matters when I said, you digging for dirt, you should be digging for proof. I got pictures of the fucking little girl, all in the fucking video plastered on the wall. I'm fucking playing with this dumb nigga.
Run the Boondock shit back. This man is foaming at the mouth. Let's go further though. Let's dissect a couple of things he said.
As soon as I heard that bar, I'm like, oh man, somebody fed this nigga. I didn't know it was Drake that fed him the bullshit. That to me was more genius. Like, oh, you sent that info to him? That's genius shit when it comes to battling. Like, look, I know he's thirsty to find something. Let's send a mole at him and let him take this information and then make a record about it and think he got one up on me.
So before Drake specifically said that he was the one that fed information, he was already skeptical about the info given by Kendrick Lamar. Why? Where does that make sense? Why would that be an automatic thought?
You thought Drake had 11-year-old daughter?
No, bro. We convince people. No.
See, it's niggas like this that I can't. You think the biggest artist think the biggest artist in the world, after going through what he went through, in his battle with Pusha, you think that he would have had a kid older than that kid, and we would have never known about it until
Well, he would have been hiding that one already before it died.
Yeah, it would be.
And he says, well, he already did that with the other kid. Why we hide another one? Have you not heard of something called a repeat offender? If somebody did it once, they'll probably do it again. It's not that far-fetched, but I get it. You can't stand to live in a world where Drake takes any L at all.
Found and proven not to be a pedo, which I know he's not.
Before we move on to the next section, a word from our sponsor, Me, Myself, and I. I know this video dropped late. I'm a one-man team. I haven't been feeling really well. Allergies. Mosquitoes got me bit all the way up. I live in Texas. It is mosquito season. They're huge. I'm talking about like the shit that tried to kill Paul Atreides. I'd like to do this full time, so if you could just donate to my Patreon for a measly $7 a month, you can really help me out. I'm kidding, y'all. I'm completely kidding. Just hit the subscribe button for free and hit the like button for free. Back to the video. Okay, time for the comments. I'm gonna put some lighter ones up front and then we'll get to the more flagrant fouls at the end. Don't worry, I'm not showing any names, so you're safe if any of this is you, unless I change my mind. Biased take. Drake killed K-Dot on the Hard Part 6. You can't take the bait and lie on me and still win the battle. LOL, it doesn't work that way. Drake came with facts in the Hard Part 6. He was right, K-Dot fans were celebrating like this was the expiration. LOL, celebrated too soon. Okay, let's address this disinformation campaign that Drake allegedly ran. So disinformation is a tactic used to undermine the word of your enemy and dilute the information that they already have. So if we are going by what Drake says and what his fans say, Drake's disinformation was the 11-year-old child. Okay, so let's take a look at the information that he gave and let's take a look at the information that he wanted to dilute. I'll just leave that there. Secondly, I don't think Kendrick fans were celebrating too soon as much as they were just dancing to They Not Like Us, like half of the world's population.
Freaky ass nigga, he a 60.
No way someone watching 20 minutes of rambling. Try short and condense the information. What TikTok has done to your brain, God, you poor soul. It's also one of my most viewed videos. Shout out to y'all. Drake is 223.3% richer than Kendrick. It's supposed to be than, THAN. Numbers don't lie. Losing a battle isn't losing the war. So I'll wait. 10 plus hit albums, way more fans, way more relevant. He just made Kendrick relevant when he wasn't. Pay attention. Drake can afford to bow out because he'll make another banger eventually and trash everyone again. Kendrick, he'll go hiding. Okay, so which battle did he lose? Because you just said losing a battle isn't the war. So I would just like you to clarify which battle you thought he lost, because your contemporaries do not seem to think he lost any. Drake is the biggest commercial rapper. He's very marketable. We all know that. I don't think anyone is disputing that. He's very easily digestible. 10 plus hit albums, debatable. I don't necessarily think numbers correlate with people's enjoyment of the album. Everyone is going to listen to a Drake album when it first pops off or when it first drops because it's Drake. We want to see what he's talking about, what he's rapping about. That doesn't mean that every single one of those people enjoyed the album. Now, that being said, will he still be marketable with a song calling him a PDF file topping the charts right now? I don't know. Why your icon look like a vag, bitch? You ain't hard. This one made me laugh. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a rose. Okay, my icon is a rose. My name is Rose. I gotta do something about this. This is getting out of hand. About the commenter though, I'm not entirely sure what quality or criteria you're looking for to say that someone is hard, but rest assured, I don't care. We are going to have to work on a redesign though, because this is too many comments like this. So I agree with you, partially. Okay, let's do an unhinged one real quick. Here's some more deep bars from Meet the Grams. He should be teaching you timetables, or watching Frozen with you, or at your 11th birthday party, reading poems with you. Aw, Kendrick, you so sweet, little nigga. You should come pick up my daughter and take her to get ice cream, and you can leave your bitch with me, LMFAO. Y'all are brainwashed as hell to think this is a good diss track. This is the corniest ish I've ever heard. Please do not try to lecture me on what real hip hop is if you co-sign this nonsense. Just like I replied to you earlier, I never try to lecture anybody on anything, but I am genuinely worried for your safety and your daughter's. You seem manic, and some of y'all, I just like, if I saw this, I just pinned y'all and y'all just got cooked alive by the rest of the comment section. I had to do nothing. But yeah, bro, I would seek some help. This is too many damn emojis. 2 emojis, people. 2 emojis per message. Any more than that, then something's wrong. You cannot be possibly feeling this many emotions at the same time. Next, Drake actually replied to Kendrick as soon as K. Dot said he had an 11-year-old child on Instagram because you guys not following. Next is that there is no evidence suggesting that Drake is a pedophile. He had some awkward interactions with some 17-year-olds some years ago. I guess that's supposed to say. But this does not justify the accusations of him being a pedophile. Drake won. You're correct. I don't use Instagram, and I would hope that Drake responded since he was the one that supposedly gave him that information. So he better had said something about it. Another thing, you are correct that there is no evidence of Drake being a PDF file. And the other thing, I hope that's false, as everyone should, because if that's true, that means there are victims, and I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. Full stop. But this part right here, implying that Drake only had some awkward interaction with a 17-year-old fan, no, sir. Let's take a look at that interaction again, because I don't know why you're trying to downplay it by saying it was just an awkward interaction. Awkward is like saying bye to somebody and then walking the same way. That's awkward. Awkward is not telling a 17-year-old that, let me just run the tape. That is just disingenuous. This man was grown. He knows what he said. He found out her age and still made sexual comments. Which leads me to my last comment. This was more of like a thread for a second. Okay, so this random commenter comes up. I'm old enough to remember when everyone's saying Jay-Z's career was over after Ether. We all know how that turned out. I'm not a Drake nor a Kendrick fan, but everyone saying Drake's career is over has to calm down just a little bit. Drake may be losing this battle in the court of public opinion, but he's still ahead of Drake in career accomplishment. Okay, so at first you read this, not a bad comment. Not exactly wrong either. Let's just keep going. I'll reply with, Jay-Z never had anyone call him a pedophile on national television. He then replies, I mean, that's a major accusation, bro. The word you used refers to prepubescent children. I don't think Kendrick ever accused Drake of that. Immediately, 2 red flags went off in my head. 1, this man knows the definition of a pedophile, and I mean like he knows the age range. Who gives a fuck about the goddamn age range? 2, this man is defending Drake without even listening to the song. He's just a random dude that walked up and had this information, y'all. Because by this point, Not Like Us is already out. I'll reply again. Kendrick didn't accuse him of being a pedo? What songs have you been listening to? He replies, I heard the songs. Kendrick alludes to Drake messing with underage girls, but not specific about the age. This is just me assuming, but Kendrick is most likely referring to teen girls around the age of 15 to 19, which is ephebophilia. I didn't get the rest of the comment because I had banned him by this point, but he said something along the lines of, show me where Kendrick said he was a pedophile. So I then said, certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. Then I followed up with, I'm not gonna lie, bro, you about to get banned. I don't want anyone here that needs to differentiate between what type of underage predation is which. Let me tell y'all something. Let me make it very, very clear. Any nigga that has the information just off the top of his head about which age range is considered pedophilic versus ephemophilic is a weirdo. What situation have you been in to where you needed to clarify, sir? And again, I don't think Drake is a pedophile. I think he's a groomer, which is a close cousin. I bet not see no one else in this comment section talking about what the difference is between these two things. Those are babies, bro. They have to raise their hand to go to the bathroom. Now, rest of the Drake fans, this is y'all's chance to jump on this nigga and differentiate yourself from him. Let's just all agree that after this, we throw tomatoes at this man until our arms tire out. The rest of us will be all good in a year and a half easily. To end it, I'm going to say I'm not here to talk about parasocial relationships or tell you that you're a horrible person, all because Drake is your favorite rapper. Chances are you're not. I just don't think you should build your whole persona around this man in particular. I'm sure we'll be friends one day when this isn't so fresh on my mind. And then when y'all decide y'all want to be friends, I'll be here. And you'll be welcome because you belong here with us too. Say it. You belong here. Y'all be safe.